We really did. I thought defensively we came out, we jumped out. It was nice to see the ball go in the first 3 or 4 possessions. I think we hit a couple threes and then maybe an and one, especially after coming off the last game where it didn't seem like the ball ever went in, even in warm-ups. And our guys really came out with an aggressive, almost like a stoic-like attitude of just like let's go take care of business. And defensively, the way that we were hitting and rebounding, really talking, communicating with one another, and sticking to the game plan. Like when you behind the scenes, it was nice, like in a timeout, to be like, all right, we're doing what we're asking them to do, and they really executed well.
And defensively, the press sort of bothered them, maybe slowed them down, and they didn't have a lot of turnovers, but the three-point shooting was off. So maybe your defense, particularly with the press, kept them off balance or out of a groove the whole time.
It was good. We have typically we use 2 guys at the top of that press right now. We have a couple other guys that will do it as well, and we can sometimes we feel an aggressiveness out of it. And Shamar, I thought, set the tone with our press, especially coming out of the second half, where he was kind of tinkering and toying with the ball handler, getting in the passing lanes, and then our other guys really fed off it. And then Ansel was really communicating in the back, along with Brandon Jackson, did a heck of a job in that. As well, and I thought it set the tone with us in terms of we wanted to come out in an aggressive way, and then they were taking one shot late in the clock, and then we rebounded it.
Right.
At their place, we did the same thing, but they got the rebound.
Well, another good thing today is you came out strong, they came back on you, but then you responded.
Mm-hmm.
With a run of your own, and you kept adding to it. You sustained the momentum today after you got it, which sometimes in the past hasn't happened.
Mm-hmm.
You just kept playing and sustaining things.
To their credit, I mean, those guys, I came in, I think at one time out I came in at the end, and I was just talking to myself to calm down. And I'm telling them, let's take our emotions and, like, bottle it up for each other. And it was just like they were all my therapists right there, going, all right, coach. And you can see in their eyes. You really can. You got a freshman, you got a senior, along with other guys in that locker room that they're just drawing upon their experiences, as a team. And I think they kind of had enough is enough of not pulling out a game like that. And we did a really good job. I'm really proud of these guys for doing that.
I know you had a big win at Belmont. Maybe you don't like compare wins, but this one's got to rank up there as the best or one of the best ones of the year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it really is. You can say all the cliches. Every win's, it's hard to win, and you want to do all. Every win's a big win, but which is true. But I felt like we needed this one, and even really more so than some of the other ones, and we needed it the way it happened as well. We really it was a basketball game for 40 minutes, and our guys really executed just a lot through a lot of things. And it was fun to watch.
Talk about these 2 guys and what they did today. Shamar had a career high 20. He had a stretch there. You were down by 1. He got a basket. He got 2 free throws. He got a steal and basket, and sort of changed the axis of the game. And then Uze, he had double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds, very consistent. Maybe best game of the year.
Yeah, I mean he came out. I thought Big A came out and set the tone. And if you defensively, Trey King's a big kid down low, and they've really been going to him a lot. And I thought Ansel did a great job of being physical with him early. Went and got offensive rebounds, finished around the rim. And I've said it to him before. Ansel is about he's a man of his word. All right, he's and not everyone understands what I mean by that, but like the reality of it is he's a guy that has the respect of a lot of people, including his head coach. And when he comes out there and sets the tone like that, not all the pressure's on the world on him. I don't mean that he has to go get 12 and 10 every game, which I'm cool with. I'm totally fine if you want to do that. But he deserves a game like this because he's a man of his word. There's no other way to say it. And then you got Shamar. I thought the first half he might have had a charge. There was a charge right away, and maybe a turnover. You passed up a shot right away, and the whole bench was not excited that you passed up the shot. And then he turned it in that little stretch, and we went up 7 maybe or something like that after being down 2. And you can see Shamar's growth and his confidence on a day-to-day, not just game-to-game, along with a lot of other guys on our team. But he's a guy that, it's fun when you have somebody at the that can set the tone is at the top of that press or the top of your defense, and they're only getting better. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
Would you consider this your best game of the year, or maybe your best game still to come?
Statistically, yeah, it would be my best game of the year.
Yeah.
He wins
What
statistically.
was working for you that you just?
I was just playing hard. I mean, I do it every game, but the ball was just bouncing my way this time, I guess.
Sometimes that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Shamar, how about you? With your season high 20, is this your best game? You had a big game against UT Martin too, but did you feel confident there? Did you feel your shot was going in?
I don't know. Today was more so of a fun game for me. I felt like I was just playing basketball out there, and then I got really comfortable. Same thing as UT Martin, pretty much. I feel like the games were pretty close.
You like being the point on that press?
Oh yeah, definitely.
6'7" guy, you get some passes going your way, don't you? Get some steals.
Yeah, in AAU we usually press like that, and it was just brought back AAU days.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Brian, I mean, so many good things there. What do you think you liked best, what you saw today?
I really liked how guys evolved throughout the game, even just emotionally. There was some frustration. We have a lot of guys. We want to win. We have guys that legitimately want to win, and sometimes when you're not winning and you're not having individual success, which you think will lead to win, which it will, those emotions go, kind of at each other. And I thought the way the game was, there was frustrations, not that they were fighting or anything like that, but just there was some individual frustrations, but then you could see them kind of evolve throughout the game.
You sort of played through it.
Played through everything, and they're all, whether it was a bad shot or you got subbed out or whatever the case might have been. Brandon Jackson's a great example of it. I thought he went in there, and I probably pulled him too quick. He went in there and he did something. There was a potential missed box out on his end. And he traveled, did some good things, and then he comes out of the game, and then he was frustrated because he knows he's a good player, and he went in there and just played. So that evolved, the evolution of each guy throughout the game. When you're sitting in their huddles, I know it's probably deep to say, but that's kind of like watching those guys. It was pretty cool to see.
Well, and he played well. And
Played great.
10 shooting, 14 points, 7 rebounds. So, he gave you something on both ends of the court.
He really, I mean, Brandon, we talked about it yesterday a little bit, just some things that he can do, and he just stepped up. I mean, he was playing above the rim. He was very vocal. He did a heck of a job. He did, the Belmont game is another example where Brandon did a heck of a job as well, and those are two wins. And he's played well in other games too. But those, when you compare the two games, like you said earlier, I think one of the X factors is Brandon.
Got to be a great feeling. You played so many close games and had a few things go awry at the end of the game, and really you sort of close the deal. That's got to be a really good feeling.
It was. No one panicked. I mean, we executed a few things that we had never really done. There was one timeout. We threw the ball. We had a long pass. Cam executed it really well to Isaiah. Kind of sealed the game. It was about 12 seconds, 15 seconds left maybe in the game. They're a good pressing team, so they're playing the percentages. Eventually, it's going to pay off, and it did. But then we didn't break, so it was fun to see that with our guys.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you. Congratulations, and keep up the good work on the road next week.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
We'll do it.